Technology check. Mic 2. Mic 2. Mic 2. Mic 2. You're guaranteed that if they do whatever, you're out.
We are on air, guys.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to this beautiful day at the Billie King Cup by Gainbridge African Zone Group 3 in Nairobi, Kenya. With
Good
you
morning.
today is myself, Rosemary Owino.
And Rhoda Tanui, thanks for having us
Yes,
and
please.
joining us this morning
Yes, please.
at the Billie Jean King Cup at Nairobi Club. We have a big match here today.
Big match. It's a big day for both countries.
It's a big day for East Africa,
Yes.
Eastern Africa rather.
So far, this is the finals of the pool stage. Kenya is playing against Burundi. They have both won all their ties, and so this is like the finals of this pool. Kenya is hoping to win, and Burundi is also hoping to win. The first singles on the center court is Cynthia Wanjala from Kenya and
Hosiane Kitambala from Burundi.
they've just finished this coin toss.
And off we go. We're gonna have a warm-up here for the players and then we'll be underway.
3 minutes.
So a little bit about both players. Hosiane Kitambala from Burundi. She's 21 years of age and with an international tennis rating number of 21 versus Cynthia's
2 minutes.
international rating number of 24. Cynthia is 19 years old from Kenya. Hosiane just joined college tennis, and
Ladies
Cynthia
and
is
gentlemen,
looking forward to joining one
Billie
of the
Jean King
colleges.
Cup by
I have not
Greenwich,
heard yet which college
Africa Group
she's
3.
going to join,
To the right of the
but
chair,
this is
Burundi
a pathway
represented
for
by
most of our African
Hosiane
players for
Kitambala.
different reasons. I would like to ask Rhoda
To the
here,
left
who's
of the
gone through
chair,
the same pathway,
Kenya
played right
represented
here
by
in East
Cynthia
Africa
Wangala.
and then went to play college tennis
Match to
at
the
the
best of 3
university.
tie-break sets.
Rhoda, what would you say are some of the advantages
Burundi won the toss and chose to receive.
of playing college tennis?
That's a great question. Often we used to think the best route was just to gut it out and try and go pro. But the biggest thing with college tennis is
1 minute.
it gives you a solid plan of contingency, because tennis is never guaranteed, and it just gives you different looks also at developing your game as a tennis player and getting those matches in, because it's a match every week.
Yep.
And it's a competitive match every week at that,
Yeah.
at a high level. Pressure.
Yes.
I cannot stress this enough.
Yeah.
Pressure, pressure, pressure.
Yeah.
And that's what
30
molds
seconds.
you as a tennis player, is being able to handle pressure moments.
You grow a lot. Huh?
Yeah, you grow a lot. We've seen it with Angela. We've seen it with even Guy. I remember
Gioli Radikunda
Yes, yes.
from Burundi.
Yes, played a
Yes.
very high level of tennis at FSU
Yes.
and did
You've
some
got
really
Benjamin
great things.
Locke there as
yes,
well.
Benjamin Locke.
Yes,
We've
yes.
had
Courtney
some really
Locke.
good ones. And Pauline,
Yes.
I remember Pauline played some good college tennis as well.
Yeah.
And the warm-up.
We've had some good Africans come through that route.
Yeah.
And, in the end, they finish with a degree in their hands.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
We've got quite a number of those guys
Yes.
in this tournament here.
Elizabeth.
Yes, we've got Elizabeth
Lesedi.
Kapari, Lesedi Jacobs, exactly. Sada did a little bit, I think, maybe for a season.
Okay.
And Barakat as well. I think there's quite a lot of players in this Billie Jean King Cup event who've gone down that route.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. I'm
First
a
set.
huge advocate
Kenya
for
to serve.
college
Ready?
tennis
Play.
because it just makes you a more well-rounded person and
Yeah,
player.
yeah, exactly. All right.
Fault. Net second serve.
It's good.
15 love. $15 all.
What should we expect here today, Rosie, from both players?
Yeah, basically this is going to be a well-fought contest. I think it's going to be they're both pretty much the same level.
Out. 15-30.
Ozian's got a little bit more experience maybe, but Cheruto can be solid.
Right.
You know, she can make Ozian play the extra ball. Ozian sometimes tends to be a little bit erratic, but I think from both players, this could be a very interesting match. Ozian
15-40.
tries to be aggressive, and that could be a little bit of a problem if she's making the balls.
Right.
Yeah, but Cheruto's reliable in staying
this.
solid. Again, if she's able to be aggressive, this could be a problem for Ozian.
Correct.
Yeah, so I think both
Next,
players
second
have
serve.
got advantages here and there. The question is how they make use of it in this
Yes,
match.
the execution. of it.
Exactly. Like Cheruto needs to defend well like she can, but she's got to be able to step up, take the balls out the way she did in the first point there, trying to be aggressive, look for that chance. But yeah, Ozian, like
Burundi.
she's already tried to
First
do now
game.
here. If she's going for it and she's making it, she could be dangerous. Yeah. What do you think?
I think we're in for, like you said, a good contest.
Yeah.
You know, it's not skewed
Yeah.
one way or the other.
Yeah. Very true.
I think there's a lot of similarities in their
Yeah.
game where they can both defend well.
Yeah.
They can both hit the ball big.
Yeah.
So it's a well balanced contest, and that's what
Yeah.
makes it
Yeah.
a good matchup. Pretty even matchup.
Yes. And a great match to be here watching live. Guys, we are live at Nairobi Club. So if you are Burundian, Kenyan, any of the East African countries at this event, find your way to Nairobi Club. If you're South African, Zimbabwean,
Oziane?
find your way to
Oziane?
Nairobi Club. South
blue for
Africa
you,
is
please.
playing against Zimbabwe on court number 1. Court number 2 is Madagascar against Namibia. Court number 6, Nigeria against Botswana. That's going to be an interesting one. Court number 7, Ghana versus Uganda. And court number 8, Tunisia versus Mauritius. Find your way to Nairobi Club.
Burundi to serve.
Come support your countries. And as Rhoda keeps saying, come support tennis.
Yes.
Out.
If you're just joining us, this is the Billie
Love
King
15.
Cup by Gainbridge, African Zone Group 3 in Nairobi Club. Kenya lost the first game of this tie. Burundi serving.
Thank you, Burger. Thank you.
That's a good kick serve.
This is a good serve.
Yeah.
15 all.
Effective.
Yeah.
Net for serve.
A little bit of nerves from both players at the start of the match here.
As to be expected, there's a lot riding
Yeah.
on this.
Yeah.
Out.
The winner of this tie today
30-15.
gets a chance to go into the pool with the winners of each one of the other 2 pools, and makes it 3 countries. And they'll be playing pretty much in the finals to determine which one of the 3 countries gets promoted to Africa Zone Group 2. And I guess the last person in each of the pools will be put together. The last team in each of the pools will be pulled together, the 3 countries, to see who gets
40,
relegated
15.
to African Zone Group 4. The others will be playing for positions, which
Exciting.
add points to their country's rankings.
Ah.
Yes. So every country today is playing an important match,
Absolutely.
pretty much, yes.
Forty, 30.
Ocean has game point for a 2-love lead. It's always good to start the match solid. Cheruto's effort already looks like she's looking to put pressure on that forehand. Just a couple of high balls to just keep Hosian back, and she just misses that. Umpire's coming to check just to be sure. Umpire's not sure she can find a mark, but the line judge called it out. So that's yeah, the umpires ruled it. She didn't see the mark, but the line judge called it out, so she will go with the ruling of the line judge.
Clay
Which is
court makes
correct.
it interesting that way.
It does, it does. We say there needs to be a mark, but sometimes there really is no mark, you know. So it goes
It's not
down to
yesterday.
the calling stage. If there's no mark, there's, you know, there should be a mark.
Yeah.
But if there's no mark, then the call stays, you know. It's the same thing that
Wait,
happened
please.
yesterday.
Yes,
Exactly.
a couple
exactly.
times.
Yes.
Game Burundi.
And Burundi
leads 2 games to love.
leads by 2 games to love. Kenya's looking to at least put up a fight here.
Love 15.
Cheruto's still struggling a bit with that salve.
Like to see her make those second serves today.
Yeah, you know,
Find a
even
way.
like you said, use it as a fast serve, just to be solid.
15
However,
all.
I do like one thing about her, and this reminds me about some of the players I've watched over the years, is she's not very bothered by that double
She's
fault,
not.
you know, and this is, you need this. Sometimes something's not working. You know, what do? You make a plan. You
I
know?
absolutely
15,
agree.
30.
Her attitude
Yeah.
in response to, you know, her serve
Yes.
has been very
It's
positive.
very positive.
And she keeps going for it.
Exactly. She's not phased off, and this is the other reason
Out.
why she's also a very good doubles player with Angela.
30 all.
is if she comes to the net, crosses, misses a ball, gets a smash, misses it, she doesn't get phased off. You know, she's ready for the next ball. I think, in talking on her behalf, I'd say she'd be a good college player.
Absolutely. I think any college coach
Great
would-
attitude,
yeah, she has a
yeah.
great attitude and she loves the sport,
Exactly.
which always helps.
You can see how much fun she has
Out.
out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she has that
30,
the
40?
fighter's mentality,
Exactly.
which you
Exactly.
need, you know?
And a great team player, you know, she's
Mhm.
always smiling, always encouraging her teammates, and you know, so she adds a lot to the team than the
Yes.
tennis, you know.
I absolutely agree.
So yeah, to any of you college coaches out there, there
Wait,
you go.
please.
defense. And aggression, very good. She tried to throw in something
Game
different
Burundi.
there.
Which, you know,
Yeah.
for somebody who
Burundi
hits
leads
the
3
ball as
games
big
to
as
love.
Hosian,
Yeah.
she's going to need to throw in that variety.
Yeah, she is.
She really is. And
She's
not
going-
just, give her different looks.
Yeah.
She likes a very specific ball, Hosian. She likes the ball in her strike zone.
Yep.
And
And then she's dangerous.
yes. Yes. And anybody's dangerous when the ball's in the strike
Yeah,
zone.
yeah, true.
So,
very true.
you know, she's going to want to mix it up.
Yeah.
Give her different looks. Make her think a little bit more about where she wants to place the ball.
Yeah. So if you're just joining us, welcome to the Billie King Cup by Gainbridge African Zone Group 3 event in Nairobi Club, Kenya. In the center court, Burundi versus Kenya. Burundi is leading 3 games to love. Burundi is represented by Hosian Kitambala, and Kenya is represented by Cynthia Wanjala. Great short ball, and Hosian goes tumbling. She's okay. Jumps right up.
It's not a clay court match until somebody bites the dust a little bit.
True. True.
We just
And
saw
her
it in
leg
the-
just got stuck there. She jumps
least she's okay,
right up.
though.
She's okay.
Yeah.
She fell very well.
She
I
let
guess
go
you
of the
got to learn how
racket.
to fall.
Love
You really
15.
do.
You do have to learn how to fall.
And to get up.
You'd wonder which one of us coaches sometimes make you guys learn how to fall. Like,
I think all of them have.
can you learn how to fall? Fall safe.
Fifteen all. Thirty 15.
This broadcast has been made possible by Evergreen Pictures Limited. And this whole event has been made possible by the partnership between Tennis Kenya and Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sports
Out.
through the initiative Talanta Hela, monetizing
30 all.
talent.
Yes. And a broad spectrum of talent at that, not just sports, but also the creative arts.
Yep. Yep. The event's been sponsored by Coca-Cola.
40 30.
That's a great serve from Hosian. The big fist bump at her captain.
Big reaction.
Big reaction right there.
Big response at a big moment,
Big
too.
response at a big moment.
Oh.
Deuce. Wait, please.
Good tactics there, though.
Stayed steady,
Yeah.
Advantage Kenya.
kept the ball deep.
Jeruta's got a chance to get herself onto the board here, to get Kenya onto this board. This is a good one. Tactically smart. Yeah. A lot of players struggle a bit with that high ball.
Out.
There you go. It's that high ball that Ocean's going to struggle with here.
Game Kenya.
Like you were saying earlier, if she can get the ball off
Burundi leads
Ocean's
3
strike
games to
zone,
1.
either lower or higher, she's got this. Force Ocean to hit uncomfortable shots here.
That was a big game.
Yeah, she might not have the power, but she has the height and the variety, and this is
So all the tenacity.
this is good for this match.
Yes.
Yeah. Force those errors. Force Hosian to try and go for it uncomfortably.
Yes.
you
Do
know.
something special.
Yeah.
I feel like, feel the pressure.
Yeah.
Like she has to.
This is good. Team
Out-hit
Kenya's
her.
on the board. Burundi is leading by 3 games to 1. Yeah. She's felt like she has to do something special.
15 love.
Yeah, this is good.
And she goes again with that off-pace shot. You know,
Yeah.
that off-pace
30
shot
love.
is giving her trouble
Yes, it is.
because she's overhitting it. She's overdoing it.
Thank you, ball boy. $30-15.
Cheruto needs to focus a lot more here on making her fast serves.
To her credit,
Yeah,
she's doing a lot better than the last previous days. I think
Yeah,
she's
true.
settling in
true.
nicely.
Yeah. This is all she needs.
40-15.
Doesn't have to be a special serve. You gotta make Hosian play. Kenya's got a chance for the second game. Great serve.
That was a
I
great
loved it.
return.
I loved it.
Yep.
Wasn't ready for the second ball
40-30.
though. But that was a good serve. Got Hosian all the way out of the court, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Out.
And there we go.
Game Kenya. Burundi leads 3
Burundi.
games to 2.
It's by 3 games to 2. Fast set. Yeah. great music on the background there.
Yes, we have the Isikuti.
Well done. That's the
Yeah.
Isikuti. Guys coming to support the event, most importantly. And then secondly, the Kenya team.
Yes.
Yeah. Kenya came with a squad, or they brought a squad, or the
They-
squad came.
They provide
They
a really nice atmosphere
Yes,
here.
they do. On the Burundi bench, Captain Innocent Nshimirimana. And on the Kenyan bench, with Cheruto, we've got Captain Francis Rogoi. Both captains looking
Time.
at how today their players can adjust one or two things to make this their big day to qualify for the finals of the Billie King Cup by Gainbridge event in Nairobi, Kenya. Chiruto's gonna be looking to use that high ball a lot.
Yep.
Yep. And variety, very good.
Out.
Fist pump there, that was very close.
There,
That was very close.
That was close.
You
15
actually were.
I
Yep.
thought it was just gonna. I thought it was gonna drop it at the
Yeah,
very last
yeah,
second.
yeah.
If there was just a little bit of a breeze,
Yeah,
I think
just
she'd
a
have
little
regretted
bit,
that
just
choice.
enough.
I know.
It's enough of that Kenyan breeze. Yeah.
That was a good point, though, by both.
Yep. Lucian's gonna look into hold serve here to stay in the lead. And no,
Out.
it's 15-0.
15 all.
This is always one of those games that gets very, very nervous, very nerve-wracking for the person who had the lead because she was up 3-love.
With some game points.
Cheruto manages to break one, hold serve, and so it's a bit shaky at this moment. If Cheruto can feel it and use this to stay solid,
Out.
this is her game. Yeah. This is her game.
15-30.
It's gonna be tough for Ozian to play it out. Cheruto's got to feel that momentum shift.
Yes. Definitely.
She's got to feel it, and
So
this
she's
could
gotta
be.
make her play,
Yep,
just
she's got to make her
keep
play.
her play.
Yes. Momentum, something a lot of players don't think about, but a lot of matches are based on this.
Literally.
Matches
think
where
life
two
is based
players,
on
yeah.
this.
There's a momentum shift.
There we go.
15-40.
Yeah. This is it. You can see it in Ozian's face right there. Cheruto almost smiling at
As
the
she
moment.
should.
Yes.
She's having a good time out there.
Smiling at the moment. The look you give your opponent, the one of I got you.
I know your
Got
number.
you right where I need
I
you.
know your number now.
Yeah, I know you can feel it. Yeah, I got you.
Game Kenya.
Real.
3 games all.
And we're tied.
Yeah.
Tied game here on center
Yeah.
court at the Nairobi Club, Billie Jean King Cup.
Coach Rugoi, Captain Rugoi can finally get a sip of his Coca-Cola. The
Coca-Cola.
sponsors of this event.
He started in early, 10:30 with his Coke.
Very
Love it.
necessary for this match.
We love it. We love to see it.
We'll love to see it. Yeah, got one of those calls from the crowd. Cheruto, you're in it. She's definitely in it now.
She's back.
She's back. Like she never left.
I like that.
La 15.
Here we go. She's gonna have to hold her nerve here though with her serve.
Yeah, she managed to pull it through in the previous game.
Yes, to keep that momentum.
She keeps that smile. She could still. Yeah, good play.
That was
Good
a
play
ball.
from
That was a good
Ozian.
point. That
La
was a good
30.
play. That was well put together,
Yeah,
well executed.
She was just a little bit patient there, you
Yes.
know, because that second ball was very high off her strike zone.
Yeah.
I thought for a minute there, for a second there, she was gonna go at it.
I was pretty close to
Yeah,
baseline. She's
yeah.
playing, just kind of
Yeah,
living on the edge there, for sure. I feel like she likes to do that.
yeah, but I think I like that she came forward to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
She has good hands.
And she expected Cheruto to get to it because a couple of times players make a mistake. You hit a good shot,
Yeah,
you
you don't
stop.
follow it,
Yes,
yes.
you don't follow it. You stop like there's no way this person's ever gonna get to that ball. That's a little bit of a rookie mistake, huh?
Yeah, you gotta always expect it to come
Yeah,
back.
you gotta expect it to come back. The ball's always coming back until it's not. Great
That's a
ball
great
there from
ball.
Cheruto.
Good defense too.
Yeah, that's the one. She goes for 2-3 meters behind the baseline. She's done with the rally
15,
already.
30.
Yeah?
It's shaping up to be a nice little grind session.
Yep.
Just gotta keep that left hand up a little bit longer.
Pulls her down, huh? Yeah.
Out.
Goes the loose ball.
30 all.
Stereo. The percentages of points Cheruto's won when she's
Out.
made the serve are higher. You know, whether it's a second serve or
40,
Just
30.
in
you
the
know,
court,
in the
in
court,
general.
she's won a higher percentage. You know, and just the double faults is a problem.
Deuce. Out. Advantage Kenya.
Yeah. Not serving the court again. She wins the point.
Out.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Deuce.
barely missed that one.
barely missed that one. Ozian's looking for a way to step into the court here. This is the ball which, when she hits a
When she
meter or two
makes.
behind the baseline, she misses.
Right.
But in the baseline,
It's
she
problematic.
hasn't missed any.
Yeah.
You know, so Cheruto's got to keep her back here
Absolutely.
and keep her in the rally and put the serve in the court.
The longer the rally goes, statistically, we've seen so far Chiruto's having a lot more success
Yeah.
than Hosian is.
Yep. As soon as they get into the rally,
Advantage
Cheruto's got a
Burundi.
higher chance of winning the point.
Yes.
It's getting into the rally.
Yeah, just starting the point,
You know,
building.
starting the point, building the
Stra- yeah.
point. Tactically, Cheruto's playing very well.
I believe
Yeah,
so, yes.
it's the execution. And that's the same thing we discussed yesterday
Yes.
and Monday.
Mhm.
Game Burundi.
In that game, she just
And
beat
she
herself
just beat
there.
Burundi
herself in
leads
that
4
game.
games to 3.
The double falls. It's getting to that point when she's got to just focus on putting the fast serve on the court in the most
Basic.
yes, I would
simplest.
say that because of two reasons. So reason number one, Hosian doesn't really like paceless balls.
She does not. We've seen that.
Exactly. You know, so it's an advantage for Cheruto to be
Yes.
able to just, you know, put a little bit of a spin on the ball and put it in play. You know, force
Absolutely.
Hosian to want to go for it.
Yes.
You know, and then she defends well and be ready for the fast ball. You know, I mean,
You're
a
absolutely
couple of
right.
players have been able to do very well on the tour with not the biggest serves. I mean, you look at somebody like Sarah Irani got to top 5 in the world with not necessarily the
yeah.
biggest serve in the world.
Not at all.
Exactly. So sometimes I don't know what we try to do when we get under pressure in the matches.
You know, I always said this. I'm studying statistics in school now,
Yeah,
so I
uh-huh.
think I have this over-analytical brain
Yes.
where everything, I'm coming to realize that everything is 50-50.
Yep.
And what I wish I had this sort of this sort of view with tennis as well, because oftentimes as tennis players, we feel we have to do something special.
Yeah,
Forgetting that it's 1 point either way.
exactly.
And
Yeah.
the other thing is, statistically, the other players winning, every other point is back and forth.
Yep.
I heard Roger Federer give a speech at Dartmouth the other
Mhm,
day, and he was
mhm.
talking about his career.
Yeah,
And with as much success as he's had, he's
Yeah.
won 80% of his matches. However,
yep.
the points, the amount
Time.
of points he's won,
Exactly.
only 54%.
Yeah, exactly.
54%, and he's one of the
Yeah.
greatest players of all time.
He's lost 46% of those. You know?
Can you believe it?
Yeah, so at the end of the day, you gotta take away what's losing you more points.
Yes.
And what can you do about it to change it? If it means I don't have to hit a special serve, I gotta make the serve.
Yep.
You know, there's that.
Put the
Yeah.
pressure on your opponent's racket.
Yeah, make them play that ball.
Out.
Because here she's winning a higher percentage of these points.
Yep.
She keeps the
La
balls
15.
high and deep, and then she wins the point.
Yes.
High and deep, like tactically, high and deep, mostly to Ozian's backhand, occasionally to the forehand because that's where she's getting the errors
Yeah.
from. So, you know, but high, deep,
Just draw the errors.
just draw the errors. But we try to play perfect. We want to play the tennis we watch on TV and not necessarily that level. It's at those. I got one of the players say they watch highlights.
Highlights. The highlights will get you.
Yeah. So they try to hit the points they
Out.
see
On the highlights.
on the highlights.
The drop
15
shots.
all.
The big forehand, the big, you know, like
That's
that's
junior tennis for
that's
you.
tennis, you
Yep.
know.
It's flashy. You gotta try and be as cute as
Exactly,
possible out there.
yes,
But really,
yes.
no. Sometimes you gotta win ugly.
Yeah.
Winning ugly, I
Yeah.
think, was the biggest lesson for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, those days you come out there and you can hit a ball, you just gotta find a way.
ugly. I thought she was going to slice that again. Like, I was sure she was going to pull another
15,
forehand
Makes you
slice.
feel that hesitance
Yes,
as she goes
she
for the
wants
shot.
to and then
right.
not, and then ends up missing it.
Mhm.
I was sure she prepared for it.
You gotta read that
You
book,
see that?
Winning Ugly.
Yeah,
It's a great book.
it's a great book.
Fifteen 30.
Cheruto forgot the score there. Oh,
15 40.
double fault from Ozian there.
It's feeling the pressure.
Yeah, Cheruto's got a break point here. It's a double break point for Cheruto. And there it is.
Out.
A high ball to the
Game
forehand.
Kenya. 4 games all.
Just kind of overhits it a little bit. She hasn't found her range quite yet, Josiane.
Yeah.
She's not sure that she wants to hit that high heavy or that flatten it out a little bit and go for a
But
little bit more power.
it's also pretty much because that's her discomfort.
Yes.
You know, so maybe she's got to make that decision, but it's her discomfort. If it was here, she has, I mean, within her strike zone, she's got no decision to make. You know, it's out of her comfort zone. So
Right.
yeah, what do I do? Do I slice it? Do I spin it? Do I?
Out.
Yeah. I think I like the energy Cheruto's having with her
15
now.
love.
Yeah, Josiane's looking a little bit if, you know. I like what she's doing now. Yeah. I like what
There we go.
Cheruto's doing now.
There we go, there we go.
Yeah.
30 love.
It's great serve. It was a
That's
great
nice
serve.
return.
But
30 15.
the more the pace on that girl's forehand, the steadier she is.
Mhm. She handles pace a lot better.
Yeah.
She doesn't like the off-pace shots, as you see.
Yeah. I, however, liked that Cheruto put some slice on it. That was good.
She's got to incorporate that a
Yeah.
lot more today.
Out.
Yeah.
Forty 15. Fault. 40 30. Out. Deuce. Advantage Kenya.
Some
This-
entertaining tennis
Yeah,
out here.
very entertaining.
I'm seeing some grit. Some grit out there by both players, really.
Yeah.
Out. Game Kenya. Ball change, please.
And that's
Kenya
5-4.
leads 5 games to 4. Ball girl. Bring the balls, please. Bring the ball. Time. Wait, please. La 15. Correction ball is good. Replay the point. Out. 15 all. Faute. 15-30.
balls there by
15,
Cheruto.
40.
And she's got herself 2 match points here. I mean, sorry, set points. My mistake.
Thirty, 40.
She's got still another set point.
Yeah, that was a
Deuce.
She'll
great
make
point
one
from
of
Ocean.
she'll make one of those every now and then.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's okay.
that's okay.
That's good tennis.
Exactly.
Good return from Cheruto there. Forced Ocean
Advantage
to-
Burundi.
I don't see why she would slice that when she's already at the net, but
For Cheruto, yes.
Yes.
Ocean using the slice to come in because
That's
it was a
another
high ball. That's the one if she went for,
would have sailed a little
would be
bit.
taking off.
Going to China.
Yep, Jomo Kenyatta. Yeah, good ball. Right on the line there. That was a good ball from Cheruto there.
Deuce.
I like the fact that, I mean, for a change here, Zian opted to
Yeah, be the one
yes,
implementing
exactly,
the
like
change of pace, yes.
to check, but it's more of to her advantage because if she tried to hit that, you know, so it's making a plan.
I think so,
You know, it's
adjusting. Little
exactly,
small
making a plan.
marginal adjustments along
Exactly.
the way.
You have tools in your basket.
Yes,
You gotta know when to use what and why.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah. That was a great ball there. I think tactically
Advantage
Cheruto's
Kenya.
setting this up very well. I feel like Ocean's responding to Cheruto's, you know, so Cheruto's pretty much controlling most of
Yeah,
these
she's
points.
dictating
Yes. The
the
play,
rhythm,
though,
yes.
yes. And this is good for Kenya. The captain's done his
Out.
homework. Yep.
Game and first set.
Captain's
Kenya.
done his homework. And Kenya takes the first set. 6-4.
6-4. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, the line judge is asking for them to redo the court. Captain Rugoi there giving the instructions.
He's really doing his homework.
Yeah, he's doing his
got-
homework.
Putting
Got
in
his pen and paper.
Absolutely.
Yeah, great stuff. It's always very, very good to see when players are able to understand what can I do, what can I not do, what do I have, what do I not have. Now, how do I use these things against my opponent? What does my opponent have? What does my opponent not have?
It's okay from here, it's okay, but
Because then I can use what I have against what my opponent doesn't have, and keep my opponent from using what they have. Like this is it's pretty much we're playing a game of chess here.
It is. It really is. And that's been my retirement
Yep.
so far, has been playing a little bit of chess online.
I'm telling you. And then most importantly, knowing when to use it. Like when do I use this very thing? Because if I use it too many times, my opponent's gonna know. We're gonna get 4 off.
Yes, it's gonna get a bit stale.
So when do I use it? This is the moment to
Right.
use this one.
Trying to always keep that element of surprise.
Yep. And this is why it's impressive
But
to
also
see.
exploiting those weaknesses of your opponent. If you see
Yeah.
your opponent likes pace a little bit too much, then
Yep.
you take a little bit of pace off.
Yep.
Throw in the high looper, throw in the
Yeah.
slice, and make them think about it a little bit more.
Yeah. We have to appreciate the groundsmen who do such an amazing job here on all the courts. We tend to sometimes overlook the job they do.
Yes.
They're doing a great job. We've got some birthdays on at this event.
Do we?
Yes. We've got some birthdays. June Miranda, happy birthday. Happy birthday, June. That is the administrator, one of the administrators at Tennis Kenya,
Happy birthday, June.
who's done a big job together with a whole team of people to get this event to all of us. Thank you, June. Kenyan corner celebrating this. We've got Sada Nahimana. You can see her at the corner there giving some feedback to Ocean. It would be important for her to help Ocean win here today. She's got 1 or 2 tips. The captain took a bit of a break there. And Team Kenya's on its feet. The stadium is up.
Yeah, the atmosphere
Let's
again
go,
here.
Cherries.
Thank you, players are
Let's
ready.
go.
Second
The
set,
players are
Kenya
ready for
to
the
serve.
second set.
Wait, please. $15 love.
Kazi and Delay.
Yes, indeed. Hope you all know what that means.
What does that translate to, Rosie, for all those who don't?
Welcome back, Rosa.
You know what?
You've been away too long, eh?
Obviously, I know what it means. I just want you to tell them what
You just want me to tell them?
15 all.
Well,
loosely translates to let's get right back to business.
yeah, there you go. There you go. I gotta be sure about some of these things, you know?
Like Swahili did not retire.
This is an East African affair, after
please.
all, on
It
this
is.
center court. It's impressive to see Team East Africa
Showing up and showing out.
showing up and being in the finals
Out.
against each other to determine which one of them
15, 30.
qualifies for a spot to play against the top 3 countries for the promotional position.
So, coach, it's one country from each pool, correct?
It's one country from each pool goes into the promotional pool,
Okay.
where the winner of that pool gets promoted.
Okay.
So basically, out of the 12 countries that are here, only one country is going to Group 2 of the African zone,
And
Of
who's in
this.
group 2?
of the African zone
50
of
and
this
40.
Billie Jean King Cup event.
Out. 30, 40. Thank you. Deuce. Correction. Game Burundi. First game, second set.
Burundi takes the first game of the second set.
Wait, please. Law 15.
There goes that error,
Law 30.
enforced error that Cheruto.
Did well to just get the ball back.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. Get that extra ball back.
Yep. Just gotta keep that left hand up on that overhead.
Just touch the baseline, huh? That high ball that Roseanne doesn't like. Yeah, this is good from Cheruto. Again, just touches the line. Zian's leaving on edge here.
She really is.
Love
Now
40.
She competes well. I like that.
Yeah,
I really
she
do.
does. She does. So looking at the scores on the other courts,
Thank you.
we've got Tunisia playing against Mauritius. Tunisia has won
Game,
the first,
Kenya.
the first
One
match.
game all.
Ghana against Uganda on court number 7. Ghana's up 6 games to 2. Represented by Precious Nunana. It's a beautiful name. From Ghana, and from Uganda it's Maggie Flavia Namaganda. And Nunana is 4 games to 2 up on the second set, having won the first set as well. And on the court, Nigeria won the first match against Botswana in court number 6. South Africa lost the first match to Zimbabwe on court number
Love
1.
15.
South Africa was represented by Lilita Sitenkosi Ndungane, and Zimbabwe was represented by Rufaro Magarira.
That's kind of an upset.
I know South Africa is gonna need the second singles and doubles. Madagascar against Namibia on court number 2. Madagascar won the first match, and so Megan Lombard is going to play against Santanyani in the next few minutes.
Good stuff. Good
Yeah.
stuff. Some good matches out here.
Yeah,
You wanna get
some good
yourself to
matches out
Nairobi
here.
Club with the quickness.
Yeah. Yep. Jala's on point here. Trying to stay in it. Looking to take this game and stay on serve. serve. Good serve. Good serve. And she stays on serve. Kenya leads 2-1 in the second set. And a set up.
Let me test. It's not working. Really? Sure? Just 1 second, please. Center court, we need the physio right now. Center court, we need physio right now. It's 2-1 for Burundi. Thank you. Cynthia? Yes, for the physio. No, it's too high. It's too high now. No, if you can put it a bit down, please.
Looks like we have a medical timeout here for Team Burundi. Looks like Hosiane might be struggling here with her forearm
Test.
or her bicep. Getting some treatment for it.
Time. I've got time. 15 love.
Hosiane started that with authority. Huh?
Some authority.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the idea. Keep it high when in trouble.
Let's replay the point.
Somebody made a sound. The umpires asked them to
Ladies and
clear
gentlemen, please don't make any noise during game. Thank you.
Is
It's
she allowed to do
impressive.
that?
It's impressive that she's given them that.
Yeah, I'm kind
Warning.
of. I'm a little bit shocked with that call.
No, it wasn't a call. It's somebody from the crowd.
Right.
Yes, just like cheered before the point
Don't
ended.
people do that anyway?
Yes, she is allowed to warn the crowd, especially in
Out.
a team event like this.
Okay.
If she doesn't, then it could be
15
intentional
all.
as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, even in the any other event, not necessarily a team event. If within the crowd somebody actually makes sounds that interfere with the players, because tennis is a very, I mean, look, we're all chasing around this yellow ball, you know, and so any movement in the crowd, you know, somebody made a point the other day that they play listening to the sound of
Yeah.
the ball being struck. So if somebody's talking in the middle of somebody else striking the ball, then you're hearing two sounds at the same time.
Correct.
So it's hard to, if you use the sound to determine, I mean, it's one of the senses you use.
Yeah.
So any of the things in the crowd that interfere with those senses, whether it's sight or hearing,
30, 15.
or, you know, all these affect a tennis player. So I think it's just right that the chair umpire just kind of gets the crowd to understand.
Right.
Yeah.
Tames the crowd a little bit.
Exactly. And you'll see it a lot more in the big matches. Like when the crowd gets big, and for example, the match that's coming up that we're all looking forward to between the two African queens, Sada Naimana and Angela Okutoi. This is a great match, and to have
40,
it here
15.
in Kenya, we are all honored. I mean, I'm honored as a coach to
Yeah.
sit and watch these two players.
High quality tennis.
Exactly,
Yes.
right at home,
Right
you know,
at
a center
home.
court. You know, this is amazing,
Yeah.
and so you can imagine a match like that. There's gonna be people with tension
Yeah.
and you know, on the crowd and excitement. That all is like, you know, I mean, I'm feeling this.
40, 30.
Just even trying to explain
Hear
this.
you.
Yeah.
Hear you.
Every time you think the ball's about to go, it's like, oh,
Yeah, you're just
yeah,
on the
and
edge of
then
your seat.
yeah, and then you're already clapping before the ball
Yeah.
even goes out, and then it touches the back of the line, and then yeah,
Yeah.
you know, the ball hits the tip, and you go, and then it comes over, and you know, the rally's not over.
Like a
you
movie
know,
with sound
exactly.
effects.
You know, Chiruto's being very patient, and this is what we were talking about at the start of this match. She stays patient like this and gets gifted.
Gets rewarded.
Yeah, when she's in trouble, just stay patient. Throw it up, you know.
Deuce.
Ugly tennis.
Ugly tennis
Exactly.
sometimes just
Yes.
gets the job done.
Necessary ugly tennis. If she was playing against somebody who's blowing out of the court, not really missing, not like the match she played yesterday, it's the other players being aggressive, is missing less than she's making, then she has to be
But
aggressive.
even then, I think
you
if
know.
she implemented some of this yesterday,
Yeah.
um, 'cause pressure's pressure.
Advantage Kenya.
And here she has
Kenya's going for a 3-1 lead here.
looking to break away.
Yeah. In this tie,
Net for serve.
it's almost important to win it 2-0. It's important for Kenya to win 2-0. It goes to 1-0. So it's important for Chiruto to win here. If I'm speaking for Kenya now, it's important for Chiruto to close this, then Angela can come and okay. But it's also important for Burundi to win it in 2-0. It's again important for Ozian to close this,
Yeah.
and then Sada to come in and close it. So it's two-way,
Well
you know,
said.
for both teams. It goes to doubles, becomes a different story here. So if whichever country can take it, they need to
Game,
take it
Kenya.
and run with it.
And she breaks away.
Yeah, she
Cynthia
breaks away.
Cheruto, she finds a way.
Yeah.
Kenya leads 3-1.
Kenya is a setup. If you're joining us right now, Kenya took the first set and is leading 3-1 in the second set. This is the Billie Jean King Cup by Gainbridge. African Zone Group 3, brought to you by Evergreen Pictures.
Wait, please.
We are at the Nairobi Club tennis courts. If you're around this area, find your way here.
15 love.
Come and support your countries. That was a frustrated return there from Hosean.
I get
Showing
it.
a bit of frustrations.
Sometimes you gotta let it out.
Yeah.
Out. 30 love.
Hosean
Wait,
used to
please.
be at the ITF Center where Coach Rugoi was the head coach.
Okay.
It does sometimes help to know the
Somebody
players very
inside
well.
out, yes.
Yeah. I mean,
Out.
it's not a bad thing. It's good for your country.
40 love.
Another frustrated return there from Ozian. Kenya gets a chance to go for one up. It's good play from Ozian.
40 15.
Hosting this event in Kenya was made possible by partnership between Tennis Kenya and, amongst other sponsors, and very importantly, Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy
Out.
and Sports. And
Game
Kenya takes
Kenya.
that 4-1 lead.
Kenya leads 4 games to 1.
This live broadcast. I'd like to first of all go back and talk about the Isikuti.
Basically,
Very smart today,
ish.
coming up to support this event.
Found these guys.
Yep, yep.
Time.
Really good at keeping the vibe at the stadium.
Look at that.
Yes,
The dance moves and everything.
I'm telling you, Africa,
Wowza.
Africa. I'd love to see these guys one day go and do this at some of these big events. It would be
100%.
amazing, I'm telling you. It will be amazing. And Kenyans are on their feet. Kenyans are on their feet cheering Cheruto on. It's great stuff. Great stuff. It's great to see. A lot of the players that are out here cheering Cheruto today have gone through the Junior Tennis Initiative. The
Beautiful.
pathway that International Tennis Federation tries to encourage most, if not all, the countries to take advantage of, especially because it's an introductory level for tennis. And players like Cynthia Cheruto, Angela Okutoi,
Love 15.
amongst them, who are now representing Kenya at this big stage, the Billie Jean King Cup, have gone through this route, have gone through this pathway, and are still looking to get even farther. And Cheruto's being aggressive. This is lovely. It's great to see. Cheruto's got the confidence now, stepping in the court,
Love
taking the
30.
ball early. That's really good to see.
Yep, you said it. The confidence, the momentum, and she's using it to her advantage.
She's feeling it.
Absolutely. It's
She's
the
feeling it.
isikuti,
She's
honestly.
feeding off the isikuti. Great stuff.
Net for serve.
It's a double fault. Not yet. It was a lead, the first one.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I thought it was a fault.
Love 40.
It's just getting away from her quick
Yeah.
here.
It's getting away. And sometimes it's hard for some players to get out of their slump. You get into a slump and you just dig yourself deeper and deeper.
You know what they say in tennis? It
Yeah.
happens in 2s and 3s.
Yeah. Start telling stories in your head.
Mm-hmm.
You've got this vampire in you. You gotta let that vampire out. You gotta
15,
come back
40.
to the moment. You gotta come back to now. This point, this shot.
You gotta have a
You
short
know.
memory.
Yep,
Very short memory.
yep, yep. It's not as easy as it is to say, but
Yes,
it's
easier said
necessary.
than done.
Yeah, but it's necessary.
Yeah.
So as we were saying earlier on, that crowd that's here to support Cheruto today, a lot
Out.
of those players, the Davis
Game,
Cup
Kenya.
players, and the Billie Jean King Cup team have all been part of this Junior Titan Tennis
Kenya
Initiative
leads
program.
5 games to 1.
And Kenya takes the lead and is coming to draw the first blood by taking the first match of the tie. Cheruto is serving at 5-1 for the match.
Love 15.
It's amazing how she just goes on. She just goes for the next point.
Like water off a duck's
Yep,
back.
next point. Just great attitude there from Cheruto. I mean, we were talking about that from the start of this match.
Wait, please. $15 all.
In this match, they are racing at 11 double faults to 10
Really?
between Cheruto and Cynthia Wanjala at the moment. And Cheruto's taking it here.
30, 15.
15.
Out.
And she's got two
And
match
she's
points.
got 2 match points.
Hoping
40,
to get
15.
Team Kenya here up 1-0.
Net for serve. Out.
And Kenya
Game,
draws the
second
first
match,
blood.
Kenya by 2 sets
Cheruto
to
wins.
love.
There it is.
6-4, 6-1.
Two
Thank you
sets
for
to
joining
love.
us for our first match here today.
Yes. We'll see you.
For their second match here in 20 minutes.
Yeah, but join us on the center court for the interview with Cheruto.
All right.
Congratulations for that great win and a great start for Team Kenya. How do you feel about this?
I feel so good to win this match. It was not an easy match. I tried and I did my best.
Tell me, how do you handle the pressure of knowing that Team Kenya today, and it's an important one because this determines whether we get to the finals or not? How do you handle that pressure?
It's not that easy. I was breathing in and out, deep breath, so I can relax.
And we noticed that you struggled a bit with the serve both in your matches previously and today, and yet you still keep coming back relentlessly. What is the secret behind this, Jerusalem?
No weakness. I was doing my best. When I was down, I was telling myself, "Come on, you can do it. You can do it."
The no weakness motto that Team Kenya is holding.
Yes.
What are your expectations and message for the next match that's coming on here today?
Angela is the one who is playing. We will push her, motivate her.
Great stuff. Well done, Cheruto, and good luck for the rest of the tie this week.
Thank you.